Who's ready to learn about the kidneys? Stick with me here, it's going to be a long story. Here are your kidneys. We have two. There's so much that the kidney does, but to put it simply, it's supposed to clean your blood. We're looking at the very inside part of the kidney, and we're going to zoom in at the microscopic level to show you the nephron. Now this is where the nephron starts. This is where the beginning of urine formation happens. So this outside portion is Bowman's capsule, named after the British guy who figured it out. On the inside is a tuft of capillaries. This is your glomerulus. Now if you have kidney disease, dialysis, high blood pressure, diabetes, you may be having something monitored called your glomerular filtration rate. This is what we're talking about. Your glomerular filtration rate describes how much blood your kidneys can filter per minute, and that's expressed as milliliters per minute. A normal GFR is 60 milliliters per minute and higher. I'm going to use my cat Biggie here to give you some reference, but that looks like this. That's how much blood a normal kidney filters per minute. So let's say a normal adult has about 5 liters of blood. This is just an average for an example. That's 5,000 milliliters. Now let's say you go to the doctor and you get your blood drawn and you find out your GFR is 100 milliliters per minute. Now if you take that 5,000 and divide it by 100 milliliters, that's your GFR, that gives you 50 minutes. So if your GFR is 100 milliliters per minute, that means it takes 50 minutes for your kidneys to clean all of your blood one time. Now think about how many times a day your kidneys filter your blood. That's how hard they're working. Now the way the kidneys filter blood is so incredibly complex. This is just the beginning of the nephron and just the beginning of urine formation. It starts right here. If you've seen my blood pressure video, then you know that these vessels have pressure inside them. And that's important because that blood is being pressurized and pushed against a membrane that's partially permeable, meaning it's a filter. And filters remove things like waste while keeping important things like red blood cells and proteins inside the blood. Now think about what happens when we get damage here. This membrane, this filter, is going to start breaking down, and it's going to start letting things through that it shouldn't be letting, like blood cells and protein. So it's a really crappy filter at that point. It's just letting everything through, including things that are important. If you have high blood pressure, this is one of many reasons why it's important to keep your blood pressure under control, because if it's too high, this little delicate thing here can't handle a lot of pressure. So this little capillary structure here will begin to break down. Now it repairs itself, but just like any injury, it leaves scar tissue behind. Now you can imagine over time, and I'm talking about years of high blood pressure, imagine all that scar formation that will happen. Scar tissue isn't a good filter, so your GFR is going to go down.